Hey team, Jess here. So I want to talk about something that's technically a 4-letter word, and many of us absolutely hate having to do it. And that's called rest. It's something that's so beneficial to our bodies. We all know it, but we all dig our heels in when we're told that we need to take it. So let's look at professional athletes for a minute. As you know, they're not going hard 365 days out of the year. So my question to you is, why should you? We've all been taught, especially through society, that rest is something that we earn. We earn it through overworking, overachieving, and just overdoing it. I know I can see a lot of my high school athletes in this situation. They think to get to the next level, they have to do 4 sports, club, or year-round training. And what they're really doing is causing more damage to their bodies and maybe even ending their career sooner. So we talk about rest. And this goes for any age, any athlete, actually just any person. Rest is so impactful for our bodies. I recently took a hiking trip, and I was reading about the study, which I found so intriguing, and it really ties into the importance of rest and how nature has it in our, just in our DNA and basically in our bodies that we need this. So there was a study done, researchers had gone out and injected some trees with a substance like adrenaline that our body produces, like what we produce when we get stressed, when we work out. It's adrenaline. And the idea was they would inject these trees in the fall, before winter, so the trees don't really go into this hibernation phase before spring, and they would grow stronger and bigger at a faster rate than the trees that went into hibernation. Interestingly, what they found were the trees that they actually injected actually grew weaker, and some even died. It goes to show that our bodies need this period of rest and regrowth and recovery in order for spring to come and grow stronger. So today, I'm going to talk to you about a couple of reasons you should consider taking a little bit of extra rest. The first reason is to help your body de-stress. So stress is something most of us experience every day. Most people think about it as like work, or stressful situations or different things like that. But physical training and exercise also puts a stress on your body. It does cause the release of adrenaline, which is epinephrine and norepinephrine, and the hormone cortisol. Over a long period of time, cortisol can actually cause many health conditions of its own, especially when it's elevated for a long period of time. If you do take a rest period of a couple weeks, maybe even a month, and you either train at a much, much lower volume, or you do a completely different exercise. For some people, that may be yoga, stretching, maybe it's a light swim, but not your normal high intensity training or constant, 15, 20 hours a week in the gym. You will find that your cortisol levels will reduce. You may have better sleep, decrease inflammation, and your body will just be able to heal much better. So one reason, de-stress. The next reason is during season, you can start losing nutrients. So a good reason for a off season or taking a block of time off would be to allow your nutrients to actually build back up. So training, you're trying to keep up with enough calories. You may be traveling, you may have other impacts. And so over a season, you may see some nutrient depletions, even though you're supplementing appropriately. I see this a lot of times with my female athletes that are endurance athletes. They will have good iron levels towards the beginning, and by the end of a season, they may have low iron levels just to the volume of training and how iron starts to break down with running and being a female athlete. So taking some time off will allow your body to, sorry, the dog's sneezing, will allow your body to replenish those stores. Another reason that is beneficial to take a period of time off is to let those nagging little injuries heal. I know, it's so hard. You're like, if I can just make it another couple weeks, if I can make it to this competition, if I can make it through this game, I know I'll give myself time off. And then the next thing comes up. It is so critical to give yourself that period of rest to let those nagging injuries heal. A lot of the injuries happen to do with repetitive motions. So for me, I squat a lot. For maybe like a pitcher, they're throwing a ball, so their shoulder may be inflamed. Same thing with a quarterback, volleyball player, different things like that. So depending on your sport and the nature of your body movement, you may find your nagging injuries have to do with repetition. So taking a time off can be amazing. You can also try doing something different or in a different plane. So that may be working with a PT to help determine some different exercises to do in your time off to help strengthen and decrease the inflammation in that joint. Another reason, and this is so important, especially in our society today, is to reconnect with friends and family. I know what it's like to be an athlete. I know you spend hours every day training. You have to miss sometimes events. You're traveling with sport. You're trying to juggle so many things. And you often miss out on those little moments of lunch with friends, dinner out, and for so many different reasons. And it does have to do with your goals. And sometimes it's okay to miss those, but it's really important to take that time away and reconnect with friends and family. Lastly, it's a great period to get some blood work done. I usually like to have athletes get blood work done at the end of the season and then about 3 months into their off season, so we can see what is going on and how their body changes. It'd be ideal also to get another blood work panel in mid-season, and that gives us a pure picture of what is going on with our athletes, what is changing in their nutrient levels that may be affecting their performance. So I hope you find this video helpful, and I hope you find some joy in the off season. Try something new, maybe a new sport, work on one of those weaknesses, maybe your mindset, anything like that. Reconnect with friends and just make the best of this. You would be surprised that you actually may come back a better and stronger player by taking a little time off. If you have any questions, let me know, but I hope you find this helpful. Thank you.